Hi, everybody. This is Vanda Guzman from All Things Spirit. How are you all doing today in this beautiful season that we are in, the new moon season? Woo-hoo-hoo! I'm excited about it. I have felt the energies. I was a little bit wobbly, and I've been up at a couple of things going on, with people, my family, and also good friends of mine. A couple of things are happening, so I kind of been up, last night and night before, dealing with those things and being an advocate for what their needs are at this moment. And that's been good. That's been very good. But not too much sleep. But anyway, I'm glad to be here again today. We're realizing now that we're all able to move through this process with more ease and grace and spiritual dignity. That's what I love about it. And as we go into this time, I want to go into this time because I heard what my friend been saying for years and years, and I have adopted it too. But I really heard it from Kimla. She's always saying it: where attention goes, energy flows. So in this season, it is our time to put our attention on ourselves. Yes. Where is your attention? Where is your intention? Where is your attention? Okay, so to focus in this season, we need, what we've been talking about. Somebody tell me. Can hear you. Oh, yeah, meditation. That's right. We need more meditation. And even though, we've been talking about people starting off with 5 minutes to 10 minutes and things like that, I just want to ask you, where are you in your meditation process? How are you doing? Or have you even started? Because, we are in the human body, we know how to procrastinate. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. But in this season, this is really a good time. It's a good time because what we're doing now is we're being asked to go inside and to just eliminate things from out of us that no longer serves us. So what no longer serves us, one thing is the thoughts. There are certain thoughts that just aren't serving us anymore. We're going to have to let them go. And so what I want to do is I want to talk about that because there's a scripture I remember said, as a man thinketh, so so a woman continues to think, so she shall continue to be. And so we're dealing with the thought process now. And in meditation, the thought process will come up. All kinds of thoughts will come up. But there are thoughts that actually we're probably thinking about when we're not meditating. But those are not thoughts that are accommodating us at this time. See, these are old patterns, old way of being, an old paradigm. We don't need it anymore. It's not working for us. And so in this time of us moving more into our own personal journey of meditation, we're going to be adding the prayer in shortly, but we want to still deal with how important it is to take that time to just realize that we deserve to be free. We deserve to move forward. We deserve to let go of what no longer serves us. We've been on the planet enough to do it. And so this is where we are now. We're in a place where we can actually let go. It's easier. You got Libra, balanced, more calm energy. And it's more of a laid back energy in a way because you really don't have to rush, but you have to move it forward. In other words, you just can't stay right there. So we don't have to rush, but we have to move it forward. And so this is what I'm thankful for. As we continue to think, so we shall continue to be. That's very interesting, isn't it? What are you thinking about? What am I thinking about? What was I thinking about 5 minutes ago? Is it adding to my life? Is it an asset? Or is it a liability? That's the question. Is this an asset? Or is it a liability? Because if it's an asset, then you say, well, I'm thankful because I know every thought is a prayer. Every thought is a prayer. We are prayer beings. And every thought. I remember when I came to Bethel Church and, you gave your life to Christ, and they say, and by thought, word, and deed, and all that, and then at that time, we just repeated that and things like that, but not really understanding it because nobody ever broke it down. Now, maybe they didn't know how to break it down. Now, that was, in 1979, of course. But now we have the web, we have all this technology, we have all these people out serving and giving and everything that's making us aware. Every thought, word, and deed is a prayer. So we have to think about what we are thinking about. And if it's not good, if it's not to our benefit, I would say. If it's not to our benefit, then we have to find a way to work on shifting that out of the way. So I want to talk a little bit today about some of the things that I have done to bring myself into a place of shifting out of the way, things that no longer serve me, because it's been a real benefit to my life. Yeah, it's been a real asset to my life. It's been a real blessing. I don't say that word a lot because I'm learning more about the sound of words, but I don't want to talk about that today. We'll get to that another time. Okay. But in this season, we ought to monitor. So we take some time and monitor our thoughts. You'll find, are you thinking about lack all the time? I don't have. If we're putting our energy there, we can't blame spirit that we don't have. Everything is energy. And if we're constantly putting out there, then we're going to get it back in. So we're thinking, okay, lack. Change it quickly. In fact, the angels, through the angel session that I studied, it said you have 17 seconds to change a thought. You kind of feel it coming on, kind of like a headache. You can feel that thing coming on, but you can I feel it coming, and do something about it real quick, and that's helping with the prevention side of things, and so instead of paying attention to that, pay attention to I prosper wherever I turn. I prosper wherever I turn. I prosper wherever I turn. The universe is the source of my supply and will provide its own amazing channels of supply to me now. The universe is the source of my supply and will provide its own amazing channels of supply to me now. I accept my good. I accept my good. These are words that carry power. There's a lot of power in the tongue. I mean, some people say there's power in the tongue. Then we turn around and say all that other stuff. Well, look where we just put our power to. We want to be conscious of that. This is a big season now, because what this season is doing, and I said it on the last one that I put up, it is carrying us through to help us to make these shifts that we have to make and to plant the seeds that we have to plant, because we have, even if you do it in these 16 days, from the 28th on for 16 days, put extra attention into things, that's going to help you. But the whole Libra season is going to help us, not only in the 30-day cycle, but beyond. It's taking us through the next 9 months, and this is why we need to be very clear about what we want and about who we are and about where we feel we are ready to go. Because if you're not feeling that you're ready to go, you won't go. And some things are happening to people so that they can't go. Like I said before, back to special ed. We don't want to go there. Now, what else are you thinking? Are you thinking that maybe someone did something to you? Okay? All right. I'll never forget what they did to me. This reminds me of a good friend of mine. He's passed on now, but he was like a father to me, Joe, and he had a bar up in Emerson Village, and I never forget it. And I used to go to Joe when I was, because then when I was back strung out and stuff. So I used to go to Joe and, Joe, can you, and all, But then as I received power of the Holy Spirit in 1984, never touched another drug while I was still up in the village. I didn't have to move out to get away from him. I got away from it right there. So that's why we have to watch what we're saying. If I could just get out of this city, I'll be fine. I heard people, if I could get out of Baltimore, I'll be just fine. But remember, wherever you go, there you are. So I felt really, really excited when that happened to me right there, because it was right there where I was doing all the damage to my life and, had this disease taken over me. Dis-at-ease. I'm not going to call it disease. Dis-at-ease. I know, and anybody in my recovery community listening, you could talk to me later. Okay? All right. So somebody did something too. So Joe, I remember when I did get clean and I was going around helping so many people. I was just going around, come on. And I remember Joe went through a situation with lung cancer. And I said to him, are you holding anything towards somebody? I said, there's something eating away at you, and I said, has anybody done anything to you at all? And he talked about a friend that he had owed, that had gotten a lot of money from him and promised to give it right back. I'm talking about maybe $60,000, $70,000. And he didn't give it back to him. And, so this person took a nosedive because of that. And, but what he said to me, I'll never forgive him. And that's what he said to me. So if you are going through something where you feel like somebody's done something to you, and you feel like right now, this moment, you're saying, I will never forgive him. Because I've just heard people say that 2-3 weeks ago, I was somewhere, and I heard somebody say, I'll never forgive them. And I thought, what seeds are they planting? We don't need to be planting seeds like that. It's over. It's done. You cannot go back and undo that. But what you can do is make the best out of your life at this moment and at this time. And so that's why even saying I am willing to forgive, that's better than I will never. Never say never, they say. But yeah, just say I am willing to forgive. I am willing to forgive. Okay, so that's where we want to go with that. Also says, when you go into your forgiveness work, always acknowledge, that you're ready to let that go. And also acknowledge, and you can even say to the person, I forgive you. If you knew better, you would do better. If you knew better then, you would have done better. You wouldn't have treated me like that. You would not have done that to me. You wouldn't have done it. There's no way that I can go out here and mistreat anybody now. I know better. So if I'm going out here now, I'm not going out here to mistreat nobody. I'm going out here to do the virtue work, the kindness, the smile, the love in spite of, the support, things like that. Because I know better now. I can do better. So just use that affirmation. If you knew better, I knew you would do better. I release. I let go. I let love. I let love take over this whole thing. I am just willing to completely let this go. It no longer serves me. I've been feeling aches in my hips, and can't walk up the steps because my knees hurt. Did you know the knees represent stubbornness? Yeah. I know some people, you just got too much weight on, so, the knees can't take all that. You see, they're not huge. But when, like, I've had the experiences where I have to say, what am I going through? What am I being stubborn about? Because my knees don't bother me. So if my knees bother me, it could be either something, I need to look at how I'm dealing with something, if I'm being stubborn towards someone or something. Or the other thing is, I don't do chicken too well either, I must say. And I buy the organic if I'm going to have it, because sometimes I want something to eat, because I practically live off of salads and, with soups and, oatmeal. I don't eat a lot, I drink a lot of water. Talk about water too. But, yeah, so I'm like, okay, I haven't had any chicken in about 2 weeks, okay? So it's not the chicken, so what else is going on? And how am I dealing with this situation from so-and-so? Because it'll confront you. Ask questions, you get answers all the time. That's what we have to do, yourself. So then I hear, okay. All right, well, maybe I'm not dealing with that in a mature way. I could deal with it in a more mature way. I'll say it like that, okay? And so when we're feeling this way, we have to know that there's something that is going on in us that we need more understanding. And, along with wisdom, get understanding. And so we need to get more understanding. I always pray for more understanding. I pray, help me be more aware, more understanding, help me to be more tolerant, help me to, love myself more. It's a big prayer of mine to love myself more, because as I'm doing this, then I can have more understanding for others and, more compassion and things like that for myself. I give it to someone else too. It's like pass it on. Okay? Another thing we could do is when we are feeling undeserving. That's a big one. Woo! And it goes back and forth. It's like when I was talking not too long ago about getting in the mirror and saying, I love you. I really, really love you just as you are. Yes, that's a big piece. I love you. I really, really love you just as you are. Okay, but when I'm talking about that, and I started doing it, I do it some, then I would stop and pull back for a week, 3 weeks, 2 months, and things like that. And then I'd start back. So the more I kept doing it, the better it got and the better I felt about myself. So that's deserving. So we need to know that we are deserving. But in order to do that, there's a practice. Hug yourself every day and every night, or in the middle of the day, whenever you can, and say, I love you. I really, really, really love you. And this helps you to move through the undeserving, the not approving of yourself. And everybody else around you can approve you. Oh, man, yeah, he's awesome. But deep inside, there's some low self-esteem stuff going on, and when everybody's gone, and you're just with yourself, this is the time that you get to listen and to check your own self. This is an evaluation period, actually, that we're in, because we can evaluate and we can shift and we can change because we have the power to. We're very powerful beings. Very, very, very powerful beings. There's no reason for us to sit in a place and not move forward. We have too much support. Look on YouTube. Look. And then some people say, well, I'm not able to meditate and things like that. Well, you have some meditations on YouTube. And I've done meditations on YouTube. And then sometimes in the afternoon, I may take the time to sit and listen to an affirmation CD or something like that. But then I'm saying that's good. But don't forget to come into your own quiet space, because all the answers are in us. But these people are out there really helping us. Steve Noble is one I can really say to you that you can look him up and check him out. He's really got a lot of love, and he has that kind of love that pull stuff up and out, Yeah. And I'm glad, because he's supported me and helped me to get that kind of love, to be able to pull stuff up and out for myself and to help and support others. So, feeling undesirable, just say affirmation, I'm available to more good than I've ever realized, imagined, manifested, or even experienced before. Now, that's a heavy affirmation. I learned that affirmation from who? Dr. Michael Bedwood. Woo! The one and only. Okay? And I say it in my prayer time. I'm available to more good than I've ever realized, imagined, manifested, or even experienced before. That's beautiful, because what you're doing is you're getting your psychic ready. You're speaking to your subconscious mind. I speak to my subconscious mind that I am a winner, that I am succeeding. Success, success, success. Speak those things to yourself and speak them for yourself. Then you can speak them for other people. Because I want to see, my girlfriend called me and said she was in New York. Somebody gave her a trip. Oh, it was like somebody gave it to me. And I was so glad. I got off the phone. I was all choked up. I said, I'm so glad she got that. But, we can't walk around and somebody say, well, I'm getting ready to start sewing. And then you let this little stuff rise up in you, I mean, what's going on here? We've got to clean this stuff out. Jealousy, enviness, this stuff can't go with where we're going now. It just can't go. All that judgment, it can't go. Speaking of judgment, woo! My daughter sent me something on Messenger, and it was this pastor from a church in the Bahamas, and he was talking about Trump and the things that he called him and Trump's mother. Now, for me that's funny, because I can't imagine talking about nobody like that. I'm in a universe where everything is energy. So I can't imagine talking about, if you would have heard, he called him dung. You know what dung is, don't you? Yeah. And just the words and the harshness. And he went on and on and on. And I said, wow. He's there teaching people how to live. Woof. I wouldn't want to be in his congregation. That's all I've got to say. The universe and everybody in it will support Bahamas, like in New Orleans. Everything will be supported. But when we get up and speak that kind of energy out on someone, as far as I'm concerned, if I'm speaking it on him, I'm speaking it on me. I don't want that on me. And you not want that on you. Pray for people. Ask God to help them. Pray for people. I forgive you. I don't know what you were going through that day. I don't know what your whole life been through. So I need to take this moment in time for myself and honor myself. enough to say, I'm not going to talk to anybody like that. I'm not going to treat anybody like that. And I've had some deep treatments, and I was just looking. A lot of times, most of the time, I was just quiet, but I'd pray. I've had, at least one person come back and say the Holy Spirit said to me to tell you that to tell you I'm sorry. I don't even know why I was acting like that towards you. One person has done it, and that's that person. We honor each other today. We be together and we honor each other, and they look out for me, and But that needed to be said, and that needed to be dealt away with, because jealousy and enviness and pride and judgment and all that stuff. Now, I'm not saying there's a time when you can't bust out and be angry, but cut it short. I mean, this thing was, I think this thing was more than 5 minutes long? I mean, he just went on and on and on, and that kind of hurt me to see him, not only him or anybody. But I'm an empath, okay? And this is where we are now. As an empath, I'm still feeling a lot of things. And as an empath, I can't watch movies where, people are cutting people and strangling them and shooting and laying in puddles of blood and all that. My sister even said the other night she was watching a documentary on what happened to the indigenous people and stuff like that, and how they killed she said they killed all the women and the children and and things. And I said to her, and it was about 11:15 at night, I was at her home, and I said to her, I said, I can't watch anything like that. And I don't even want to talk about it this time of night, because I'm about to lay down and, get some rest. I had to sing the next day. So what I'm saying is, I can't watch and see all that stuff, because it hurts me inside to even know that we're in a world where we're still doing that. This is so primitive. It's primitive. And so I don't like watching it, and I certainly don't want to experience it. So this is why I can walk through the streets late at night and all that and don't have the paranoia that somebody's about to get me, because I don't watch any of it. Be careful what you're taking in. Be careful what you're watching. Be careful. Very careful. Because that stuff, it just comes into you and it drags your energy out. It stifles you. It's not healthy. Believe me when I tell you. If you think that this is entertainment, then you got another thought coming. And the next thought is, for me, it's not entertainment. I don't want to see people hurting people to entertain me, because I don't need that. And I don't want it. If you take on this new energy that we're going into of peace and of love. So I don't love you to the point that I gotta strangle you or cut you. That's not love. That's somebody's mental illness. That's not love. Beating up on somebody, you think that's love? I saw a girl, her name was, what was it, Tanya? On the corner, and you know how they want some money and stuff. And then she came near my car and then she cried. She said, my boyfriend's so mean to me and beating on me and stuff, but I don't want to lose him. I said, sugar, see if you can find yourself a house or roof or somewhere. See, I don't know too many places. But I told her, look for somewhere to go. I say, and love yourself. Start liking yourself. And I said, don't say love to her. Say like. Start liking yourself enough to say, I don't deserve this. Well, I just don't want to lose him. I say, you don't want to lose you either, honey. You know what I mean? You don't want to lose him. You don't want to lose you. And I prayed for some days after that. I think her name was it Tanya? Or am I hearing Lauren? I'm hearing Lauren, okay. But these are things that we're going to have to deal with in this season. Just take this next, from the 28th on, 16 days, count them, and really work on this stuff. if you find that the person is jealous. I mean, sometimes I go somewhere and I see somebody looking, and they'll look down at the bottom, and the eyes come all the way up, and then they'll turn this way. And I'm like, what was that? You know, and I've seen it a lot of times since I've been back in America. I'm like, well, what was that? You know, because I'm not used to it. You know, I've been away. Not that any place is better, but people do live different, okay? I don't want to get into judgment. So here I want to talk a little bit more about the acceptance and our communication. Because if I'm accepting me, then I can accept you. And so what are we working on as in communicating with ourselves so that we can communicate better with others? What are we working on there? How are we behaving? Just as I was talking about just then. How are we behaving? You know, the way that we use to act is not the way we have to continue to act. You know, we don't have to continue to be that way. We can change our ways. And it's important to think about, what do I need to change? My attention is to get my intention clear. What am I intending to do? What am I intending to say to someone else? What are my intentions for my life now? So I put my attention on my intention, and then I can move forward. Because love is all that there is. And the more you meditate, the more you're going to start loving on yourself. That's why I'm still dealing with this meditation. I don't know why I can't seem to get too far past it. I think it's just a reminder for people to take this time and to take some quiet time. Like I say, by the yard is hard, but inch by inch, anything is a cinch. So take some time and put your intention. Last week I'm going through all this with the computers. Two of them in here and they old. And going through all this with the computers and all. And I just had to put my intention on getting another computer. Now today, yay, I have another computer. But I really kept saying it over and over. I have to have a computer. I have to have another computer. I have to have another computer. These two computers, they're old and they're ready to retire. But I'm not ready to retire, so send me another computer, please, Great Spirit. And I was really, really honored with the means to go get a computer. So I'm thankful for that. We have so much to be thankful for. But a lot of us are having situations that we've got to work through. And I know this. I understand this. I'm not nowhere near where I feel I really ought to be, because as long as I'm living, I'm going to have to deal with this stuff, you know. And when it's time that I've dealt with it as much as I could deal with it and to go on, then I could do that too. But that's going to be a long way away. So what I want to do today is, there are people standing in the need of healing. I have people in my life and you have people in your life, right? So I decided to pull an angel card for healing. And I went straight to the cards. And these are Dorian Virtue. I've been certified with her. And these do I have it right side up? Oh, excuse me. You know, I'm trying to get used to working this stuff, you know. So, okay, that's Healing with the Angels. And I'm talking to Shanika. I said, yeah. And I said, well, angels, what would you have us to work with when it comes to healing? And guess what card fell out? Bing! Healing. So let me see if I can read this with these glasses. I hope. Because they're not my reading glasses. So let me see if I can read it with these glasses. Where are my reading glasses, sweetie? They have such a glare, but it's better. So I'm not fumbling around. Been wearing glasses ever since I was about four or five, you know. But my mama got mad at me because every time she got the glasses, guess what? I went to school and broke them. Bam! I hate glasses. You know, so, you know, I didn't wear them for years and years and years. And I wear these for reading, and I wear the other ones to drive at night. Other than that, I don't really put them on. So now see, I have to work on that. Work on what? You know, wearing the glasses when you're in the stores and stuff. Okay? And then you get back here, and somebody asked me to come to the hospital yesterday and see him. I went to the hospital and see him. They said, "Can you bring me a Pepsi?" I took him a Pepsi. Guess what? It was a diet Pepsi. I'm like, put your glasses on when you're in the stores. So see, I'm confronting myself. Isn't that beautiful? Yes. So healing. So a situation that has caused you concern is on the mend. Oh, great. You are a natural healer, and your healing thoughts have manifested into form. Your healing thoughts. You see, we're talking about thoughts today. Sometimes a situation cannot heal until you release the challenge completely so that healing light can enter it. Your worries will soon be over because this card signifies that a healing has occurred. To realize this healing, however, you must first stop focusing on what is wrong. See what we're dealing with today? And instead affirm, everything is in divine, right, and perfect order right now. You have natural healing abilities, and this card asks you to have faith that God works through you as an earth angel, as an earth healing angel. So hold thoughts of love around any situation that seems to need healing. Visualize the situation as healed right now. Then give thanks to God for his healing and completely release everything to God and the angels and Jesus and the Holy Spirit and everybody. You know me, I love them all. And the powerful effects of your healing work touch many lives. So I have a prayer sheet. I don't even want to show it to you because it really looks a mess. I really need to, take some things off and stuff like that and write it over. I'm not going to show it to you today, but I'm going to fix it up and then I'll show you. Always, it's not about me. It's about we. Did you hear me? It's not about me. It's about we. Put me on a desert with just myself. Bing! I'm out of here. I know I won't be able to do it because I need you. I need us. So think about that. Also, very special card that I pulled for those who have this concern. Guess what? You don't have to worry. Oh, no. Yeah, I can see what these are. They say you and your loved ones are safe. Now, that's beautiful. Now, this deck here is Archangel Michael. And y'all know he's the warring angel. And I love him. Archangel Michael. I love him. I'm with him all the time. Oh, no, he's with me all the time. He's with me all the time. Sometimes I see him on the side of my car. I say, Michael, you riding with me on the side of my car. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yep. And if you need to see it in order to trust that you are safe, then see it. It's all right. So this card says you and your loved ones are safe. And this is beautiful. Archangel Michael and other angels are protecting you and your loved ones, including your family and friends, and that's crossed over too. And now this card is a sign that you can relax, knowing that the Archangel is taking care of the details and safeguarding you and your loved ones in all ways. Possible other meanings is give worries and cares to God and the angels, same as this healing card said, huh? Only one mind. That's the mind of love. Your financial needs are being taken care of. Only one mind. That's the mind of love. Your business is protected. It's safe to travel. A loved one that's crossed over is happy and sending you love. And remember that words are a form of prayer. But hey, every thought is a prayer. Did not we say this earlier? So only pray for that which you desire. So in other words, only think about that which you desire. For as we think, so we shall have. And, you know, I'm really like up to here. I'm like, get that thought right now. Don't play with me. You know, I mean, you just got to talk to yourself. And sometimes you got to be a little rough. Tough love. A little tough love don't hurt nobody. Okay? And so as we go forth today, I hope that you receive those affirmations. I hope that you receive the angels giving you what you needed, exactly what you needed. And I just want to remind you also about some essences. This is Bach remedies. I'll just do these for now. I'll do this Bach remedy for those who are having a really hard time. I don't know how close, over here I go. Okay, Bach remedy. It's called white chestnut. White chestnut. Oops. I got to get used to this. White chestnut, okay? And so white chestnut is a very calming. It really calms. It's a very calming effect on you so that you won't feel wiped out, okay? And so some people are needing that, you know, so you don't have to go to the bar and drink every day. You can go once a week. And not just do what you want, okay? I'm just here to share with you. But, yeah, you just take 2 drops of these, and it just calms you down. 1, 2. It just calms you down. So even you know, I want to build a program where even people dealing with some mental health stuff can have these modalities to help them. Because I see a lot of mental, okay? I mean, even everyday people, you know, that's, you know, driving around and doing that, you know, got big businesses. Yeah. But baby, I get the feeling. When you interact with people, you can kind of tell. So let's work with this. Let's put our intention and attention into a place where we are accepting of ourselves, where we are watching our thoughts as we think, where we are, I'm just trying to wrap it up, where we are knowing that we are always safe and divinely protected. All of our needs are met in time and on time every time. Just giving thanks for the day, gratitude in your attitude, and don't forget, these days, go in, even if it's 5 minutes. Let's take a breath together now, in case you're running and you may not have time later, okay? I'm just so thankful today to be able to share with you. I want to send you a whole boost of light and love all around everybody who comes on this channel. That no matter what's going on, no matter what the seeming appearances may be, you are moving into a new life that's beautiful, that's wonderful, that's protected, that's guided, that's happy, that's filled with peace, that's joyous, miracles and wonders to perform. We release this now and we send it out to the ethers of the planet, everywhere present, because that's where love is. Everywhere present. Ooh, okay. Gotta go. We've been up. You know me. I love you already. Be good to yourself. Be kind to yourself. And any thought that comes in that's not kind, please know that thought is not of love. Please. It's not of God. It's just not. And let it go. Chase it, if you have to, out of your consciousness. Love you. Keep looking up.